We go to the second inning here. It's 3-0 Cincinnati. We understand some fans have called the switchboard complaining about a Saturday night buzz. I didn't know that was our problem, but we are told that what the buzz is that you're hearing is the little airplanes that fly over pulling banners, and there's nothing we can do about it. Brian Dorsett takes a strike to lead off the second inning. Here comes one now. Listen.
Wasn't the roar of the crowd, huh?
No. There's the little buzzer now. The pitch. Line right at Hunt. He didn't hit it that hard. One away. Dorsett is retired. John Smiley, the batter, and be careful with him. He's a good hitter, hitting .269 for the year.
He's got 7 hits, and 3 of them are doubles. Looks like Tommy's going to be a little more aggressive this inning, though, even though this is the pitcher. I'm sure he'll go right after John Smiley, but trying to get that first pitch strike in there.
Like that. 0-1. Also, by the way, starting, I think it's Tuesday night, Braves games will be closed captioned for the hearing impaired. I don't know exactly how that works, but it's really neat the way they can do it. Smiley did not spend a whole lot of time up there at the dish. 2 down.
And I applaud anyone who can actually put into words things you're saying. It'd be incredible.
That's what Don McGuire said. He said, finally they figured out a way to edit me. Here's Deion. He struck out his first time. He gets a mixed reception.
But the only quote I read in the post-game comments last night was that Deion said the kids were cheering me, the adults were booing me.
Well hit to center field. Kelly on the run, turned the wrong way, still made the catch. Great play. He took a triple away from Deion Sanders. He turned the wrong way, but got it turned around in time to make a super play.
And made it look easy. Made a great adjustment here on a ball that started slicing away from him and stayed with it.
Bottom of the second, 3-0 Reds. Lopez leads out the second inning.
That's the sound your little rubber ducky makes too in the tub, isn't it?
Yeah. They're right, though. It is intrusive. So what you should do, if it bothers you, next time you're at the ballpark, look, see who advertises on those things, and go somewhere else. Pitch to Lopez. Swung and missed. It's 0-1. Tommy is struggling a little bit. He's down to 257. A little bit inside, a ball on the strike.
Talked to him before the game briefly. I asked him if he's doing okay. He says, yeah, I'm doing better. I feel better in batting practice, and I think I'm on the rebound.
He's got to offer at 1, and he's in the hole 1 and 2. Balls, 2 strikes.
You know, there's a possibility that with his inexperience at the big league level, after launching some long home runs, maybe Javi started trying to hit a few too many. Try to hit each one farther than the next.
He just did stay alive there. He sees a steady diet of off-speed pitches now. Boy, this plane, this is the one that really buzzes. Glenn, can we go back to doing the game now, you think? Would that be all right? Thanks. Okay. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Up and in, almost hit him. Full count now, 3-2.
When I saw Terry Pendleton before the game, I asked him when he might be back in there, and he said tomorrow against Jose Rijo. He said, in fact, Bill Pecota told me I'm back in there tomorrow against Rijo.
He chased a terrible pitch. He has lost track of what the strike zone is. 1 out. And speaking of Bill Pecota, he advances plateward. Pecota hitting .265, a homer, 8 RBIs, 0 for 3 last night. And a home run cut, but he fouled it back. 3-0 Reds, our score.
Good story in the paper today about Bobby Cox having guys like Pecota to call on when he needs him to fill in for people. Not just Bill, but Dave Gallagher, too. These guys know the role, know how to come in and play for a few days and help the team win.
A ball and a strike.
Bill was talking in the dugout before the game about how it's one thing to contribute, but when the team keeps winning, it makes you feel good that you're still helping to keep the team rolling.
Montreal blew a game last night. Both Wetland and Rojas got roughed up. The Phillies came from 6 down to win, and Philadelphia has scored a run in the first tonight, and they're still batting. There's another role player, Rafael Belliard.
He played great when Blauser was out.
That ball was well stroked, but foul. When a pitcher is scuffling, as Smiley has been, boy, those 3 runs in the first inning really help.
Helps you realize you can make a few mistakes. Here's Tony Tarasco again with a different weather report than everybody else.
He does that all the time, doesn't he? Didn't mean to. Check swing foul.
These guys have all filled the bill. 7-1 since Pendleton had to take a seat. Justice has missed the last game plus.
Pecota with a big swing fouled it back.
David said he was available for pinch hitting duty tonight. Might still miss tomorrow and be ready to go against the Mets when they come to town.
Fly ball center. That's easy for Deion Sanders. 2 down.
Fans, this telecast is authorized under broadcasting rights granted by the Atlanta National League Baseball Club and is intended solely for the entertainment of our audience. Any publication, rebroadcast, retransmission, or the use of the pictures, descriptions, or accounts of this game without the express written consent of the Atlanta National League Baseball Club is prohibited. And at the conclusion of our game, the Armor All Protectant player of the game will be selected.
Okay, Joe, and Dave Gallagher is the batter. Short to bunt, took it low. 1 ball, no strikes. Bounced up and got him in the shoulder, but in the batter's box. A ball and a strike. If I had some advice to Deion Sanders, it would be just talk less to the press. Let your great talent speak for itself, because it really is a marvelous athlete.
The press wants to talk to him, though. Everybody wants to be right at his doorstep waiting for him to say something else.
Well, it's a shame, because I think he hurts himself sometimes without really meaning to. Nothing doing in the second. No hits, no runs, no errors, and nobody left. At the end of 2 innings, it's 3-0 Cincinnati. We go to the third inning. Another happy couple has gotten engaged here at the ballpark. And that means all the divorce lawyers in town are smiling because they know averages are about 50-50. Here's the pitch outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Jerome Walton, the batter, he singled to start the 3-run uprising in the first.
Did you propose to Paula over the air?
No. No, I didn't. Pop foul back and out of play.
Something tells me you weren't at the ballpark either.
No, we were not. There was a time, however, early on in Ted Turner's ownership of the Braves where we had about 20 weddings at the ballpark at once. The players all held their bats in the air, and they...
Like an archway?
Yeah, and the couples marched through and then got hitched at home plate.
Is that before or after the ostrich races?
Right about the same time as the ostrich races and the wet T-shirt contest. I won the ostrich race, by the way.
Pete's never forgiven you either.
High pop on the infield. Lemke goes out and calls for it. 1 down. Now, Turner's always taken credit for that, but I beat him fair and square.
Must have been a big ostrich.
Oh, my ostrich was... He was a stud, boy. He was... Barry Larkin is the batter.
The Secretariat of Ostriches.
That's it. Well, you talk about a dumb animal or a bird or whatever it is, those things. Line foul. He didn't miss a double by much. What you do is you sit in that little chariot and you've got a broom, and if you want the thing to turn left, you slap the broom down over by its right eye, and it scares it, and it veers off to the left. So I figured out we're supposed to go all the way around the outfield. I got to first base, just cut across the third, came back in, won easy. Sort of the Rosie Ruiz of ostrich racers.
Ah.
Up they're back. Here come the buzzes again. And the 1-1 pitch. Blauser to his left. Good play. Got him. 2 down. And here's the big fella, Kevin Mitchell.
He's among the league leaders in several different categories, but one of them, the Micaton National League slugging percentage category. Second in the league behind Jeff Bagwell. Well, tied with Jeff. First place in that category. Andres Galarraga and Fred McGriff close behind.
With one hand, he hit that ball right at Gallagher, and the inning is quickly over. We go to the bottom half of the third inning. Time to go to work. The Reds lead it 3-0.
An update on scores for you in the National League. Chicago got 2 runs in the ninth to make a winner of Dan Plesac in relief. New York and Florida in a rain delay. Mets have 2 runs in the top of the first, still batting. Philadelphia has a run in the top of the first off of Gabe White. Everything else in the National League will get underway later, and we'll give you the American League scores after an out.
Which we hope will not come from Mark Lemke, who's had too many of them lately. He's 3 of his last 28.
Yeah, let's hope it's like 30 or 40 minutes from now.
The wind and the pitch. Curveball. Sails inside. 1 ball, no strikes. We used to have all sorts of things. They had Sunday afternoons, I forget what they call them, but after the game they'd have wrestling down by where the Braves bullpen is now, and that what used to be the picnic area. Hot shot, but right at Boone. Had him played perfectly. Throws him out. 1 away.
Here are your American League scores. Cleveland a winner again over Boston. Indians have now won 16 straight at home, 17 today. Bell and Baerga homered for the Indians. New York beat Milwaukee 4-2. Danny Tartabull homered there. Chris Hoyles has homered for Baltimore. Chuck Knobloch for Minnesota in that ball game. Toronto 2 in the first inning at Detroit. California still batting against Chicago has tied that up. 2 other games later on.
Tom Glavine chops one up the middle and sneaks it through there. So Tommy is aboard with 1 out, and Jarvis Brown the batter. Then there was the night we had blind date night. Did I ever tell you about that one?
Blind date night.
Blind date night, yeah. We took a section of seats and sold, I don't know how it worked, but like the even numbered tickets to guys and the odd numbered tickets to girls. Oh, and 1 count. Best I can recall. About 3 girls and 27 guys, and they all had slide rules. You know, it was those kind of guys.
And target protectors.
Yeah. A ball and a strike to count. It was not an overwhelming success. But I still think that would work if you did it in conjunction with a big nightclub where all the young kids hang out. I don't even know where those places are anymore.
I may not know where the young people are anymore.
A ball and 2 strikes. It's 3-0 Reds. Pop foul. That will reach the seats.
John Smiley 4-6 lifetime against the Braves, including that loss to Atlanta in Cincinnati on May 18th. Worked 8 innings that day, though. Didn't pitch that poorly. Gave up 7 hits and 2 runs. Did not walk anyone. Struck out 2, but still lost 3-1.
Squibbed off the end of the bat. Uh-oh. Glavine got caught, headed in the wrong direction, and the inning is over. 3 unassisted, 3 unassisted with a double play. And that takes care of the 3rd. 1 hit, no runs, no errors, and nobody left. 3 innings have been completed, and it is 3-0 Reds.